So I am often asked, how do I manage a photo and video shoot during the same session? And I'm bringing you along today at a blacksmith workshop where we captured both photo and video. And I wanted to walk through how I'm executing this. And particularly, I want to point out how I'm communicating with the client and also how I am capturing the video with basically minimal gear. I wanted to show that without a gimbal, without a tripod, without a rig, what can be accomplished with just the gear that you have. Now, as a brand photographer and videographer, many brand photographers will ask me or get overwhelmed with all the things that they need for video. And so much is possible with the gear that you already have. So I'm gonna walk you through this behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoy it. Watch all the cues that I'm giving you along the way. Here we go. It's going to be so nice to have you in the photos, because it's like, when would you ever get a photo like that? Exactly. You know, so it's like you can show you're working on whatever project. And,
right, absolutely. And it was more dramatic.
Woo! Okay, we're doing that again. All right, yes. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm excited. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm pausing here. Look at, I'll try to get the little bar out of the way. All right, so I do not have a rig, a gimbal, a tripod. To tuck in to get this angle, look at my elbows. I am keeping everything close and tight for that stability, because we do want those stable shots. That will make it so much nicer at the end product. So I am always, you'll see this throughout this whole video, my elbows are tucked in. The only time, there's one point where I'll point out where I'm leaning against something, but most of the time I am tucked in. I'm trying to be stable. I am using the Canon R5C here, so it does have the screen in the back that I can pop out and rotate so I can kind of see my perspective, my angle for the shot. I have a 24-70 lens on. I shot the whole process section that you're going to see here with that 24-70 lens. That's all I had. We had the natural light coming in. I didn't add in any more light, and I think we got some amazing results. Okay, let's check it out. This is going to be a video, so okay, and go. Yeah, so okay. Woo! Oh my God, this is going to be so fun. Yes. Okay, so you're gonna remove there. I might just get a little close. Can I get this close or how?
Yep.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll use this as a reference.
Okay.
I'll take this out, come over, stand here, and I can
Okay.
actually work at an angle like this.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
and what I'll do on the first one, I just kind of point out the tip.
Okay.
Yeah, make it a go point. So
Okay.
there'll be some hammering, and if I grab one of these, you might get a little what's called slag is what you see on the ground here. That's actually going to pop out.
Okay.
So you'll actually see, you'll have some
Love that.
effect.
Okay. So what I think I might do is this round, it's gonna be video.
Okay.
And then if we do a second round, then I can grab the photos. Okay. Okay, I'm pausing here. All of that communication is so critical. I'm not a blacksmith, so I don't know the process. Now, granted, we could have had this all outlined before arriving, what exactly, but he wasn't sure either until I arrived what we wanted to accomplish. He had things ready and prepped for me. So then we could talk about, okay, this is what we're going to do. And it's just simply, okay, tell me where you're going to stand, especially with makers and artists and creatives. They have a process. I need to understand their movement so I can see where I'm going to go, and we can always do a second round once I get their movements down. But this is just a great example. You'll see this throughout the video as we're talking, okay, what's the process? Where are the steps? Where are you going to be? And I am following suit to make sure I get the shot. But this is common in any type of photography situation too, if they're going to be doing like an elaborate process. I need to know that process. And sometimes we can't go step by step in a strategy meeting beforehand, like this is how I do it. I need to see it, and then I can translate it for them for photos and videos. Okay, so as you can see, my elbows again are tucked in tight, and I move a little bit here, but you can see how everything is a very slow, steady movement. I want a steady shot. The end goal of this video portion of this project was just banner clip, banner video. So we're talking like 3 to 4 killer clips put together to show his work. Okay. I'm just sitting in that squat, moving slightly. Okay, that was fun. All right. Okay, I'm gonna flip over to my photos. Okay, so just because I have the R5C and it has 2 different dedicated systems, I just flipped over to the photo side. We were gonna run that same situation, that same process, and grab some shots. Okay, go for it. Woo! Love the little sparks. Oh my gosh. And notice too, like I'm just not leaning my finger on the shutter and just blasting away. I'm trying to compose and take shots. During this section here, I wanted to show you how I'm using this iPad and showing the real-time images.
I love how this attaches.
So he can see what I'm seeing and get excited. So watch this.
When you were doing that brush, yeah, let me see.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is like a good, just that. Just like
Yes. Very
when you're removing that.
nice.
Yeah. Well, this one,
God, it's
I'm
so
already,
crisp.
yeah. Well, you have some great natural light coming in here, which is nice.
Okay.
In that corner. So then once you're hammering, let's see, it's just all about timing. So that's why, we go
okay.
a couple rounds, so then I can just
Sure.
time you. I'm getting wider shots, so you don't even realize you're getting a portrait when it's happening.
I'm actually going to spin this one around and get it back, and it'll take just a minute.
Okay, yep.
Get it back up again.
So you can see I'm moving around trying to get different angles of his work.
Lock in the device and give it a twist.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll,
Okay.
I think I'll brush it first
Okay.
to get some of it off. And
Nice.
give it a twist, and you'll see it all good enough.
Okay. All right. Maybe when you do that, I think I might do video for that. So tell me when. Do you want to do what we just did again, and then
Again, communication.
like the. Loving, like,
I know what to expect, he knows what to expect, and then we just do the same process over again. And I'm seeing all this different texture and different pieces to tell his story.
It was my Christmas present.
Oh, I love it.
It's from northern Germany. It's well over 100 years old. I mean, probably pushing closer to 120 years old.
Wow. Okay, I was curious because I'm like I've seen that before.
People use them to hold in place, but they're also, I mean, it's the chance.
I'm showing you this portion just to show you that,
Smart.
you want to build that rapport with the client. You always want to be, having conversations, making sure that they're comfortable, and all of that rapport does that.
Okay.
So now another round of photos. Now I know more of what to expect, what things are going to look like, so now I can kind of position myself. I know how far I can be, how close I can be, and we just work around this portion. And as you can see there, I pulled back, so I'm getting that wider shot. Here I am, I'm getting that wider shot. Always showing him kind of some of the resulting images. This gets them so excited when they can see images in real time.
Camera now is timing. Ooh, there we go. We got some
Oh, that's
So you hear me, I'm
But see
timing
how
the
it's like
shots.
that glow?
I'm just not rattling off and leaning on that shutter or the button.
Oh, I like that.
Love this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm also getting feedback. Okay, what's resonating with him? Because I can star images in there, and is there something he's super excited about?
So like doing
I'll
wider
start.
shots, doing tighter shots. So just to, get the full.
There I'm explaining how I'm capturing the images for him.
Twist through here.
Yeah, whichever. If you want it at the beginning of the process, or like, when would you be twisting
This
it,
would be at the
Christine?
very end
At the
of
end of
this
the process. Okay. So do you need to put that in to heat that up so we can do that? Okay. Yeah, if you think we have time to heat it up.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
let's
again,
do that.
communicating, thinking of another idea that we can
Yeah.
pull off. Something that he commonly
Okay.
does in his workshop are these twisted handles. So that's something we decided that we're going to capture. So we're just going to heat that steel up and then get ready for the next setup.
One of these out and find the tip out a little bit.
I'm gonna flip to video on this again.
Okay. Yeah,
All
this
right,
one.
just switching over to video.
Okay.
Now I'm in position. Now I know where he's going to land.
Okay, here we go.
So now he moved that kind of like bucket there. So now I could get into a different angle, which I loved. I'm just taking photos. And then I switched to video.
Look at these photos.
Always
some video
showing them
too.
what we're getting.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm excited about them, I want them to see.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. I just love. And this isn't even really. Obviously, it's raw out of the camera, so.
Sure. No, the lighting you got there is just awesome. I mean, I just absolutely love that. Good Lord. That's so,
So
sweet.
cool.
It's-
So
yeah.
cool.
I've always been so envious of how
Yeah.
you get those. You guys got the coolest website.
See, he's thinking, how do people get those amazing
The
shots on the
lighting, just to
website?
switch
It
up
does not
perspective.
have to
Look at the
be,
natural light that comes into the studio.
That's crazy.
Just from that window.
Wow. That's great. That's awesome.
So cool.
doesn't have to be a super curated, beautiful rented space. This gives all the texture of some amazing content, which is why I love working with creatives.
Or I can lay it down.
Again, planning out.
Or I
I
can probably do a
think,
little bit of an angle.
Stan, so if you stood it up, then are you twisting it from the top?
Yes.
Essentially?
Understanding
Okay,
the
yeah.
process. I want to know what's about to happen, so I'm in the best position. Now, this is where I take one elbow and lean it on the table
Oh, fresh.
for stabilization. So first he's going to use the brush. So I'm getting ready. He told me I'm going to do the brush first. So I'm in position, squatting down tight. And it's just a couple seconds. Then I'm moving and then setting my elbow to the table so that I can be more stable. Love this shot that we got.
And then I'll brush it again. Just
He's
twist
telling me what's happening next. Okay, I'm just gonna step slowly just to get a little movement, just a little pan.
I'm just going
But
to tip this
those elbows are tight.
so you can redo that.
Okay.
Then I'm just walking over. Once you sit over, so I just hit the record, just moving a little bit. Trying to keep myself stable.
And then we'll heat up to go to this machine.
New piece of equipment.
Okay.
Again, communicating.
Okay. Okay, so walk me through where your steps are.
I'm asking him, walk me through.
One that I switched here,
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on this one.
Okay.
So I'll be coming over and working over the edge of the elevator.
Okay.
We still need to heat that steel for that secondary piece of equipment, but we got some great stuff here with another portion of his work. And that just gave me a different perspective of the whole shop. So we got some great shots
Is this like a one-time thing, or could we do it twice?
We can do it twice.
Okay.
So basically
I'm-
coming in like this.
Managing my expectations, he's mocking, this is how he's going to be standing, so then I could see. There's a big point here. There is a huge amount of light coming through that window
Got this guy back.
and essentially blowing out that portion. So watch what I do. Once I realize that's going to be way too bright for video, so we did a round for video, a round for photos. This is photos. And I'm just timing my shots.
Nice.
We review to see if we got what we wanted, which we were super excited about. And I knew could just bring the highlights down in the photos just to bring out, so it wasn't like blown out, bring some of that red tone.
When would you ever get a photo like that? You know, so it's like you can show you're working on whatever project.
Right.
This is why brand photography for creatives is so important, because they would never get that shot otherwise unless they're setting up a camera themselves. All right, so now I'm doing video. Watch how I move my body to basically block the light at that contact point. So I realize in the shot it's way too, the highlights are blown out. Now watch how I move my body for the shade. Just to block that light so I can get the color back in the steel.
Okay.
And here are the results. This would be the banner image or banner video. All right, so that is the behind the scenes, moving through photo and video. I'll leave a video here to talk about how, if I wanted to do an end screen for the video for his shop to give like his logo, his contact information, if that's something of interest, if you're packaging videos as well. These are kind of things that I'm asking the client for in order to create an end slide for them for a bigger video project. I'll leave it there and I'll see you in that video.